Hello.
Clap, 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 clap. How we doing? How we doing? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Aloma. And my girl over here.
I'm sorry, Lydia Penn. I'm trying to be technologically savvy.
I know, right? We're trying to do everything at the same time.
Distractions.
Yeah.
Weapons of mass distraction.
Glad you guys are at least here to see what's going on and to have some fun with us. So, first of all, yeah, I know everybody's complaining about the rain, but we need the rain.
It was supposed to rain today. I brought my umbrella.
Well, it's going to rain today.
It's going to rain today. I
So.
don't have the umbrella.
Yeah, it's still going to rain. Still going to rain. So,
yeah, look, you can tell.
But overall, we need the rain because in the summertime, people want to use the water for wash the car, wash the streets,
It feels better.
Yeah, and then you take more showers. So we do need, the rain.
I mean, I don't shower in the rain, but.
No, I'm talking about you take more showers in the summer.
Just kidding.
And then we need the rain.
I take twice as many
showers.
showers.
If you shower in the rain, you're going to be having a lot of people watching. So,
Best stuff on earth.
Right?
I take twice as many showers in the summer.
In the summer, right?
I'm just, because I'm a clean freak, when it comes to, being sweaty and germy.
Yeah, I can't, even when I play basketball, I play basketball real good, but they'd be like, yo, what happened? You got tired? No, it's just people sweating and touching me. That's when I stop. I start be like, hey. I'll be shooting from the outside because I don't want nobody touching me.
Yeah. Remember, what was that movie where Ben Stiller got dunked on and all the...
Oh, yeah. And then they did it in slow motion. They did it in slow motion.
What movie was that?
Oh, goodness gracious.
I don't even remember who else was in that. But
I remember that part because that was the disgusting funny part. But we got a good show for you today. We're going to be talking about kids' safety, celebrity gossip, and also a little question I have about mates and things like that. So, but let's get to something that we haven't done for a while, Word on the Streets.
Word up.
Hi, I am Charles Aloma, and I am the owner of the LDM Network. And I hope that you're enjoying this episode. But if you want to see past episodes of this show or any other of our shows, go to the LDMnetwork.net. We have lots of content of different types of shows. And we even have podcasts. So again, check them out at LDMnetwork.net. So without further ado, let's get back to this episode.
Thus continuing the cycle of violence in the next generation.
Hello, I'm Charles Aloma. Join the LDM Network and Safe Horizon and take a step into changing these facts. So if you are or know someone that is being abused, please call the City Domestic Hotline at 1-800-621-4673. So that is 1-800-621-HOPE.
Speak up, speak out,
and make a difference.
And just know that you don't have to deal with this alone. There is help.
Check, check. Oh, wow, I wasn't on. Sorry. So, New Jersey is in a pickle. Apparently, New Jersey Transit is on strike. Not looking good there. And Newark Airport has been canceling flights for the past couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. So you can put it on the screen. Yeah, the airports have been doing it because...
No, just Newark.
No, but all of them. They've been delays because they don't have too much traffic controllers, and then they had a glitch.
Some of them walked off the job.
They had a glitch. Well, some of them got fired because they found out they were not educated enough to be there in the first place. That was crazy. How many of them were not really
Let me
educated.
guess, it was Doge?
Well, no, it was just when they started applying for new people.
Yeah.
They looked at a couple of the applications, and it was like, these people don't even have the education to be there.
Didn't they, like, beginning of the year or something like that, like, have an issue with
their systems and everything?
Remember when the helicopter crashed?
Yeah. So I don't think it's too much of the people.
And you've noticed planes have been flying that shouldn't be
Yeah.
around certain places. It's like, when is this a flight plan?
Yeah, I think they just need more data entry type people, programmers.
Are you really?
Because I think it is the glitches is not the operator itself.
I
it's
hope
the
it's
system.
not something like as simple as they need a new program to keep track of things. Like
Maybe Microsoft made an update like they did with my computer.
Oh, shoot.
They make an update with my computer, and I have to buy new systems and new things for the
Oh,
computer.
yeah, Windows 11.
Yeah, so maybe that's what happened. I don't know. We'll find out. But it's been one of those days you guys got to watch.
So, yeah, New Jersey Transit went on strike, too. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah.
So that might also affect drivers, any other commuters to and from. There's a lot of people who work here and live
working
in Jersey
these
City.
things. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, watch out for that. MTA, New Jersey Transit, everything is going hectic with traveling and transportation.
It's time to travel, though, right?
That's why they do it. They do okay, let's wait for his travel to hold everybody. To me, they got to be a stricter law. Hey, Rosa, ¿cómo está? Hope you're enjoying the days and stuff. But I think they got to be a stricter law stating that if I hire you for this job, you cannot come back and ask for more money.
Positions.
You cannot strike. You cannot ask for more money. No, nothing. Because these people holding their jobs like a hostage, and then the company has to pay. You know what I mean? Because the people.
That's the only power they have.
No.
The unions.
No. That's why many companies do not want unions, and I don't blame them.
Okay, so as a small business, yes, you don't want a union, but as
a large business,
as a worker of a corporation, you want to be in the union. So
I don't want no union.
It works both ways.
No unions, because unions, what they do is they stop forward motion a lot. You know what I mean? Like right now, you're asking for more money and all this and all that.
They protect a lot of employees who don't deserve to be there. I worked for the VA,
right,
and our union protected piece of crap employees.
In that sense of the matter, there should be a union to protect your job, but not to be armstronging the company.
That's what I mean. They don't protect. They protect the wrong employees a lot of the times.
Yeah.
For employees who take advantage of the system.
Of the system.
You know.
So that's, again,
Because good employees don't really need the union usually.
And then when
unless
you
there's a medical
in
issue.
with the union, the union member,
yes.
and you're best friends with
It's
them.
politics.
So again, no unions. we don't need politics and nothing like that. You do the
Unions
crime.
changed the way we work.
Yeah.
After the depression and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then they took it over. They took advantage of it. Now they striking every time. No, they got to be a law that they cannot strike.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't like the job, go get another one.
Pretty much. If you don't like it here, you can get out.
I know there's a lot of people in the union that's going to be a little pissed, but and the bottom line is,
you protect
every
employees
job,
who need to leave. You do.
But you notice every job, how much I'm going to get? $5 an hour? Oh, okay. After 1 week, I hate this job. They need to give me more money. You knew how much they were going to give you when you went in.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. You knew the job. You knew the terms. Why are you... Listen, I don't know. I don't understand that. But
people get comfortable and try to do what they want to do.
Yeah, but that's what I have for a word on the street right now. Because that's
a lot of words.
That's a lot of word on the street right now.
It's a mouthful.
So, yeah. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And that was word on the street. So,
what else?
All right. Well, since we were speaking about people wanting more money, and voting is popping up, a lot of the people that are asking for your votes, listen, and listen. They are throwing in, we're going to help get minimum wage up a little. Those are the ones you do not vote for. I'm going to tell you now. I don't care what the party they on.
You think they're preying on...
They're preying on the people wanting more money.
Low-income people.
And I'm going to explain what wages does to the cost of living. Your wages goes up, cost of living goes up. So you're not doing nothing. All right, let me explain this real quick.
It makes it harder to afford.
I'm going to explain it in the low money. This is not what people are making before y'all jump in. Oh, they don't make that.
Yeah.
If you're making $5 an hour, right? You're doing 40 hours a week. That's $200. After taxes, after you pay your bill, that's $800 a month. After you pay your taxes, your bills and everything, you wind up maybe with $200-300 a month, right? So now you go to $7 an hour. 320, $320. Hey, I'm making more money. Guess what? A little more taxes come out.
Right.
Cost of living went up a little bit. So now you used to make $200 to $300 extra a month. Now you're making $100 to $200 a month.
It's even harder to keep up.
So you made more money now, weekly and hourly. But you're saving less. So now you went from $15 an hour, and y'all complaining about the cost of living. So y'all want more money. Guess what happens?
More money, more problems.
No, the $15 an hour, I think they on the 10% tax. Go to 25. Now you're going to be on the 15 to 20% tax.
Will it even out, though?
No, you're going to wind up less than you used to make now. People don't understand. The more money you make, like what's that song? The more money, the more problems.
More problems. It's true. You got more bills. You want to spend more. So
you got to think about how much. Oh man, I come home every week with about $100, and then now you ask everybody that has $15 an hour, how much money you coming home now with?
Even less.
Oh, about $75 after I pay everything. You see? So you're gonna make less because more money is more taxes. More taxes and cost of living goes up more. Yeah. Because who pays for? And I'm tired of people saying, oh, the 3G or whatever, the 3G. Whatever that thing is that Trump was doing from back and forth, that we have to pay. The tariffs. The tariffs. When they say, oh, it's going to be the consumer, guess what wages does? It hits the consumers too, buddy. I hope you know that. Your hourly wages, the consumers pay for that. Because now I got a store, and I used to pay her $7.50 an hour, and I used to sell a shirt for $5. Now she wants $15 an hour. Guess what happens to that shirt? It goes up because I got to pay her.
You have to.
And guess who's paying for her?
Or I'll let her go. Because that's simpler that way. That's usually where it starts, the layoff.
Yep.
So things are going to be changing for a lot of companies.
And you're going to say
small and large.
Consumers pay for the tariffs. Consumers pay for the minimum wage going up too. Because now if I raise that shirt up, guess who's paying for the shirt? You. Yeah. You're paying for her extra $7 an hour. Yeah. That's how it works. Stop asking for more money. That's why other countries are very well off with what they make an hour because it's the cost of living that's balancing.
Yeah, as long as it balances out. I mean,
I don't care what my paper says. I'm making $1,000 a week. Ooh, whippy yahoo.
where's it going though?
But if you don't come home with $200 to $300, what is it gonna do? Nothing.
It's gonna stress you the hell out. That's what it's gonna do.
And exactly what a lot of people. Yo, man, I make so much money, but I don't have nothing to
I
show.
don't have time to get another job. You know, like.
I don't have nothing to show for it. I
Nothing.
hear that a whole lot.
Nothing.
I got nothing. Well, then
You're
stop
just
asking for the
working
raise.
on your life, you know.
Stop asking for minimum wage to go up. Why don't you speak to the bosses and say, can I get a raise?
Right.
That way, yes, the consumers
That
are
way
going to
you
pay
can
for
keep
it.
going up.
The consumers will pay for it, but they would never know that you got a raise. They'll just think the store went up on prices. Taxes, yes, your tax would go up, but the cost of living would not go up.
Right.
But as long
That
as you
gets
tell
reported.
the government to give me more minimum wage, cost of living goes up. If you get a raise from the company, it doesn't go up. Cost of living doesn't go up.
Promotion.
It stays the same. So talk to your companies. Maybe all companies need to say to everybody, shut up about the minimum wage going up, and we're going to give you the raise.
They give you cash back.
No, we'll give you the $15 an hour, but we're not going to tell the government. It's a down low company thing
But
to
cash?
give $15 an hour. Your taxes are still going to go up, but the cost of living is not going to go up. You know what I mean? But as long as the government is the one that officially says you're going to make $15 an hour, cost of living goes up.
Right.
Automatically.
You're right. So if it's a standard across the board,
That they're going to give you.
everybody's-
Cost of living is not, it's going to go up a little bit, but it's not going to go up so much, because still the consumers pay no matter what. If I do give them a raise and I don't give them a raise, you're still going to pay for it.
I think on Indeed now they
just be
tell you
comfortable.
like what the pay is. you
Yeah.
know, for the
Be comfortable with what you got. There's two things that is not guaranteed in a job, and I'm tired of people thinking it is. Raise every year, that's not guaranteed.
no, it's not guaranteed anywhere.
It's not supposed to be. And Christmas bonuses. No, those two things are a benefit that the companies give you
They
guys.
barely give bonuses. to
Yeah, but they're not supposed to. They don't
Yeah.
have to give you a Christmas
Right,
bonus.
right,
But
right.
everybody's like, oh, I can't
'Cause
wait.
It used to be popular back in the 90s.
That was just something that companies were doing to
Right.
keep
Incentives.
people, but now they
Keep
can't
you
really afford
motivated.
it.
Yeah.
They can't really
Nobody
afford
can
it.
afford anything extra.
The most you'll get is a pizza party.
Right. Happy birthday.
You know what I mean?
Whose birthday is in the month of?
Right? We in
You get
May.
a month to share.
We in May. We're gonna give y'all all a birthday present, and they don't even like tell you personally it's your birthday. They just say happy birthday to the people in May.
Right. So you better have a friend in the office.
But back in the days when companies were starting, they had money to give you because they were making millions and giving you guys about $5 an hour, so they can give you
Right.
$200 to
That was
$300.
nothing, what they were doing, because they could probably write it off.
$300 bonuses to everybody, bam, 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 every single year. But then y'all went for raises. Y'all talking about minimum wage needs to come up.
No, but you personally may have to come up. That's what the thing is.
Yeah, come up in position, not in money. Why would I want to give you the same amount of money for doing the same amount of job?
Right. If
You
it
know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
require a special knowledge, skill set,
Yeah.
that anybody else can't do.
I learned how, to press the hamburgers without looking. Boom, boom, boom. I know how to do these numbers without looking. I got skills now. Give me more money.
It's got to be something that not just anybody can do.
Machine operators, things that I had to train you
Electrician,
for
plumber.
months to train you how to
If you
use.
need an apprenticeship, if you got to go to school, there's extra training, certifications, you know.
If I train you in a day,
Not that type of training. Not no.
No, I'm saying, if I
gotta
train
sit
you-
on this call.
if I train you on a job for a day, there's no such thing as you coming a year later talking about I need more money.
Remember that
I'll
training?
just fire you and get somebody else
Yes, it'll be cheaper.
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 And what they be saying? Well, it's gonna be cost more if you have to train somebody. I trained you in one day.
Train you for free.
I trained you in one day. I can train another person in one day.
Put it this way: not only is training free, but it's also it looks good for the person, right? The employee, because they're gaining skills that somebody may not have. But at the end
guaranteed,
of the day,
if you do a job that you go up,
right?
like now you will push a button pusher cashier. Now you push you up to the machine that hardly no one knows of.
Unless the machine is like really technical.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody really can do that machine,
right.
And I've got to train you
like
for a week to 2 weeks, maybe 3.
Train.
Now you're getting more money because that's something different. You went from supervisor to manager. There, where I work, they collect in the envelopes and hand it to you on Christmas parties. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. But it's not a mandatory thing. I hate when people say
it was trendy.
Companies need to give me, where's my Christmas bonus?
But what have you done for it? Have you gone above the standard that you're asked
Not only
to
that, what you done for the company? The company turned a year. Did you make them a cake? Did you come up with a balloons and say happy anniversary to the company? No.
I never thought about that.
Exactly, but you want the company to do it for you.
Not for big businesses anyway. Never thought about that.
But you wanted to do it for the company to do it for you. No, it doesn't work that way.
No.
It's a bonus. That's why they consider it, and they started changing it to a bonus, meaning that if we make more money than our budget, like companies say.
I was never used to that. So.
Right, because I worked in the company where, you know, the margins and the profits and all that, and every company says, hey, I got to make $2 million by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Now, if they make $2,500,000, that $500,000 they will give as a bonus.
Well, they'll invest some and
they'll invest in that. That's how it works.
One thing that I missed about working in the Philippines, every December we get 13th month pay.
13 month?
Yeah, so you get paid your whole
1 month extra. Okay, you said 13 months. I was like, I'm going to the Philippines right now. And one day I get all 13 months pay, I'm going. Oh, you get an extra month. Which you already do. People don't realize that. You save 12 months in the year. Calculate how many checks you get.
True.
You get 13 months. Calculate. A lot of people don't realize you get 13 months. Those months that have that extra year, you don't get 52 checks. If you look at it. Right. So that's why the calendar, they say it's not supposed to be 12 months. It's supposed to be 13 months. If you calculate it correctly. But anyway, but that's nice that they give you an extra month bonus. Yeah, but guaranteed the bonus is not the same every single year, is it? Every single year, was it the same amount? No. Okay. Oh, your monthly pay. So, they give them blank today, no appreciation, the good no more.
Oh, you should see how Gen Z's interview.
Well, a lot of the companies don't give bonuses no more because a lot of the workers don't do what they were doing before.
You got to do the bare standard. Not only that, but above the bare standard. And a lot of people don't do the bare standard. Sometimes you got to look for people. You know, it's like...
Put it like this. If you work for a company, you got to treat something... I'm not saying to kill yourself because they will fire you and get another person.
If they don't appreciate you...
But if you're doing your job, do it like it's your company.
Right.
Bring more clients in, bring more this in, bring more that, because now you know you got a job for life. Yeah. But I see many.
Not everybody has that work ethic.
No.
You know.
I'm just here to do what I got to do. When I'm at work, I tell the companies, the owners, they know I'm here for 8 hours. But that 8 hours, I'm gonna be the best I can be.
You have my attention.
Don't ask me for do overtime and
not everybody's
and not
that
to be
way.
A company person. I'm not a company person.
Right. Go to the hangouts and stuff.
Talk on the mic. Because you keep doing this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So what's going on, Danny? But a lot of the companies, you have to realize that they're not really there for you.
No, we're there for them. Unless you have your own company.
Right. But if you do your things that you need to do to raise the company, companies take that notice.
Right.
They'll take the notice.
Right.
But
they'll show their appreciation.
Right. But at the same time, bonuses are not something that is mandatory, you know? Raises is not a mandatory every single year.
It's something you have to work toward.
You know how some people, oh, you only gave me a quarter when you made $2 million? Okay, if you're worried about that, make your own company then.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Pretty
it.
much.
But they gave you what they wanted to give you. They don't even, now, if the guy made $2 million and you only got 2 employees, yeah, that quarter is going to be pissing me off.
Right.
But he probably has more
If it's
employees.
a corporation,
Yeah, they got a lot of employees.
they
But
got
anyway,
a lot of money to spend.
yeah. Bottom line, stop asking for more money on the minimum wage and then be pissed off that the cost of living is going up. It is mandatory that's going to happen.
Right.
So if you're going to, because now in New Jersey, this one guy was like, I'm going to fight for, you know, with how they do that finger, the politicians. I'm going to fight for you to get $25 an hour here in New Jersey. Vote for me. Yeah, vote for him and see what's going to happen to New Jersey. And you get that $25 an hour. And plus, first of all, he cannot give you $25 an hour. He has to go through the whole Congress first.
Yeah.
So he's full of shit anyway. But second of all, if he goes to $25 an hour, cost of living in New Jersey is going to
There's more
rise
important
up.
things, I think.
I don't stop fight. I'll fight for you to stop the rent increase. Now I'm voting for you.
Right?
I'm a vote for me, and your car insurance will be no more than $100. I'm a vote for you. Come on, help me out. Help me help you. But don't help me by putting my minimum wage up, and then the cost of living is going to go up, and then you're not even trying to stop
That's
help
stressful.
us in there.
That's stressful.
Rent goes up, everything is going up.
Everything's going up. Food.
So my $200 that I used to make a week, now that I'm making more
LDM
money,
raise.
I will still be waiting on the LDM raise. Daddy Silver.
You and me both, Danny. You and me both.
We both. I still haven't even got a Christmas bonus yet. Now
It's in the envelope.
it's in the envelope. But again, Daddy Silver from Night 9 Radio gave us our start on the radio station. That's my boy for life right there. Yeah, so you just got to watch out for that. But another story that we were going to talk about is summer is coming. That means beaches, swimming.
Yeah, the
and
warm weather is.
Since kids are having kids today, I'm going to tell you something. How to keep your kids safe in the pool and in the ocean.
Swimming lessons.
No, it's the colors they wear.
True. Bright colors.
Bright colors. So the colors that the people are saying are the best to see if you go underwater. And well, if you're in the ocean, then it's best for the sharks to catch
It's murky.
you. It's best for the sharks to get you. But no. But this is mostly for the swimming pools.
Yeah.
Red, neon pink, orange, bright yellow, and neon green. Don't wear these colors in the ocean because those colors attract some fishes because it's bright, so they go up. But in a pool, in case they don't see you, the lifeguards can catch you quicker because they can see those colors. So those colors, put them on your kids while they're swimming. And, and for some of your parents that don't even watch your kids, maybe put a GPS or something on those kids as well. Because I be seeing them sitting on one side and your kids in the pool on the other side.
So they can tell when they stop breathing.
You're in your watch start ringing because they pass 6 feet.
Somebody is dying.
Yep. Hey, stupid, get off your phone. Your kid is 6 feet away from you.
Gurgle.
Yeah, but they're saying that to watch that. And also, I didn't know this. Last year, a lot of the kids either drowned or got injured because they had the wrong life jackets on.
What a weight? They had a dumb waiter on?
No, because some of the life jackets are supposed to be stuck to your chest. Some of them had it so loose that when they go underwater, it goes like this.
Yes.
So they actually pulling their necks up and not in the right way.
Yeah.
So they say to make sure that the collar is under your chin.
Make sure.
So the collar has to be under the chin.
And snap it.
Yeah, and it has to be snapped. So when you snap it, the collar has to be like this. It has to be under your, but no, their collars were over here, so it's catching their jaw.
Right.
So they.
Even then, they'll still float, though, right?
No, because their head is starting to sink
They're
in.
sinking down.
And the life jacket is going up, and they trying to sink in. So be careful when you put these life jackets on. Make sure it's stuck on them.
Make sure it works.
Are they good? So and make sure it's the real life jackets, not the Dollar Tree life jackets.
Dollar Tree.
The ones that you gotta blow it up and
Yeah,
stuff.
those aren't life jackets. Those
No,
are,
no, no, no.
Those are floaties.
Yeah. So make sure the donuts and things like that don't really work.
The
So-
floaties, if you're watching the kid, like the little arm floaties, if you're watching,
Yeah.
it's just to
But
help them
that's to learn
float,
how to
but
swim,
they
though.
they can't, they won't stay above water.
Yeah, that's just to learn. I want to make sure I got sound. Okay, that's just to learn how to swim. It's not really for floating.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when those arm
It's to
ones
help them to
here,
swim.
yes, it's to help them keep their balance a little bit. But be careful. It is summertime. It's going to be crazy out there. And then when you got these pools that everybody's jumping in, and
I don't think they're allowed. Are they?
people still jump.
So I
I'm one of
guess
them.
It just depends. You do?
Spe- yeah, and,
It's-
and it says no
what pool
diving.
do you go to
Yeah.
that's taller than you?
I go to the deep side of the pool.
They don't let me go.
Why didn't
my
it-
pool is it's Olympic, but it's 4 feet only.
Oh, but that's why, because it's an Olympic. It's only to swim back and forth.
Man,
That's it. But I that's why I love to go. When I go to the Philippines, I'm diving in the pool, and I'm jumping. I'm having my fun.
You're lucky.
You know?
Yeah, I haven't dived in a minute.
So I dive in a 4-foot. I don't care.
Better be careful.
I'll be like this with my hand. No, I go like that with my hand, and then I push up. You know?
You break your leg.
Your face is the first thing that probably go. But
Oh no.
so yeah, just be careful with that. But also, Mother's
Please
Day
be
is coming
safe.
up.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask people for Mother's Day, what is your favorite Mother's Day song?
Song.
'Cause
I didn't know
do
there
they-
was Mother's Day songs.
Well, a song for mothers, like
I never thought about that.
who is it? Who is it? Mama, I'm Coming Home, which is a rock song.
Mom,
Yeah,
coming. Wait, who sings?
Mama, I'm coming home.
Who sings that?
I used to listen to that song and play it on for my mom in the 1-800 collect.
Is it Guns N' Roses?
State your name. I used to play it on my tape. Mama, I'm coming home, and then
I
she knows
forgot about
that I'm
that.
leaving PA to come home. You got a message from Mama, I'm coming. Do you accept? Nope. So that was a little trick we used to. People right
Prison
now are probably saying
stories.
1-800 collect. What is that?
1-800 collect.
But there is 112 made a song called Mama. Who else made us? There's a couple of songs out there. Dear,
Mama. Remember?
oh, Spice Girl
Danzig.
made a song.
Yeah.
Spice Girl. Oh, okay. Spice Girl made a Mama song. Let me check real quick. How many Mama songs are out there that we probably don't even know of,
Mother.
right? Mother's songs. Let's see. Mama song by Carrie Underwood. A song for Mama. There, that one. I was trying to by Boys to Men.
Oh yeah. Boys to Men. That's what it was.
Boys to Men. Taylor Swift made The Best Day.
That was for that Soul Food movie, right?
Oh, I Always Love My Mama by the Interpreters.
Big Papa too.
Backstreet Boys made The Perfect Fan, which was a mother's song. So there are some. Alicia Keys' Superwoman was about her mom. Spice Girl, Mama.
I did like Superwoman.
Tupac, Dear Mama, that one.
Dear
There
Mama.
it is. I was trying to.
Satan.
Yeah, Dear Mama. I don't
like
like it
that.
because they, I don't want them to be like that's copyright. But you know what I mean.
Don't you know?
Yeah. Drake, I don't even care. Anyway. Elvis Presley with Mama Likes the Roses. Okay. Madonna, Promise to Try. So there is a lot of Mama songs that we probably never even realized. So, if you know a favorite Mama song that you like, let us know.
I never.
But I like Tupac, Dear Mama, of course. And I'm trying to think. Was it Aerosmith? No.
Who sang that?
Damn.
Why am I thinking Meatloaf? I don't know why. It wasn't Meatloaf, right?
No, let me see.
I think it was Guns N' Roses.
No, Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne, Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Mama.
Damn, why couldn't I think that?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so there are songs that are out there that are meant for your mothers. I know we don't do no playlist songs no more. You know what I'm saying?
Your mother.
You know, here, Mom, here's a tape for you. I made this tape. We don't do that no more.
Yeah, just take her out. Have some
But
fun.
what is your go-to gift? Now,
Flowers.
I was going to say that. That's what I was just going to say. Don't say flowers, but you
Or
said it.
something that she needs. Oh.
See, but you have to be a real good listener to know what your mother needs.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I'm talking about the ones that go on Facebook and you taking pictures that you gave gifts to your mother. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I want you to do it
to impress somebody.
to impress someone. Who you impressing? That you're a good kid for one day?
That's between me and my mom.
Now, if you say months from now, yeah, I took my mom out for the heck of
Right.
it. I love that. Yeah, that's
Right.
cool. But don't. It's Mother's Day.
Oh, they
You're
try
supposed to
to
do it.
impress their girlfriend.
Or there are people on the thing. Look what I got. I bet you didn't get nothing better than I did. No, it's not all about that. Because some people do that. What you got your mother? What you gonna get your mother?
Right.
Oh, a ring. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get her a ring and a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her a ring, chain, and slippers.
And a tiara.
Yeah, so you're only doing it to outdo the other ones. If it doesn't come from your heart, don't do it. Don't do it. That's it.
Oh,
And then if you haven't been called, because I don't know, I'm a father, and if my son doesn't call
And
me,
the son.
don't call me for months, and then Father's Day he's talking about, I'm gonna come in. No, nah. You don't come Father's Day and try to be all nice to me now. You haven't spoken to me for the whole year. I'm one of those parents. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's a little different.
That's different. You know what I'm saying? And half of the people, how many people you know on your Facebook page be taking pictures with their parents? I'll wait. Not that many, because they don't visit them. And now all of a sudden Mother's Day you want to visit them. That's like grandparents. You know what I mean? You don't visit them until something happens. Visit your parents every day.
Tell
Call
your
them
people you
every
love 'em.
day. Yes, you don't know. It can be
Could
them
be
or
your
it can
last
be you.
day.
That's what I was saying. It can be them or you.
Oh.
One of the two. But what is my go-to thing for a mother when I was young was artwork.
A card. Me too.
My mom never really liked anything that you had to pay for.
It didn't come from there.
She was like, if you made it or if you pay for it to assemble, like I brought glitter and I brought
You did
that,
something.
yeah. But she always loved that thing that you
It's
did
personal.
it for. So why is this thing going? Oh, talking about I have to start walking
You gotta
again.
move.
Yeah, I have to start walking again. What the heck? But anyway,
Just go like this.
right? Just move. I know, man.
Burn 0.5 calories.
Listen, but anyway.
It keeps you moving,
Easter
man.
reminds you to be healthy.
Listen,
Yeah.
the other day I hit like my most steps, 20,000 steps, and my legs hurt. I was in pain. It wasn't on purpose. That's not. I aim for like maybe 9 on a good day, but that's like nonstop walking.
I do my walk. I think that the watch is just used to us doing 15, 20-minute walks a day. That if I'm not doing it, it's time to walk, time to mind your business. That's what it is.
And you can see the GPS of where you're going, you know.
And I even have it on the heart monitor. So one time I was getting a little upset from the people in the buses. That thing said
It
bing,
told you to
bing,
calm down.
bing. It was telling me I'm stressing.
That's nice.
You're stressing.
That's nice. Mine doesn't tell me that. It
Yeah.
doesn't tell me when.
But let's get back to Mother's Day, which is a stress right there to get the important thing.
It shouldn't be stressful.
I think
That should be the opposite. For
Surprise
everyone.
for the ones that got keys to their mother's house. Surprise them. Go into their house, cook for them. So when they come in,
Do stuff they don't have to.
well, if you don't have one of those parents that get scared easily, don't do it. Because they'll come in their house, and they get scared, and now he start hitting you. The whole surprise went weird. No, but do something. Take them out, or I prefer a memory versus giving them something. And
I mean,
I
that's
know
the
people
easy
are gonna say
way.
that is a memory. No, it's really
That's
not.
the easy way. The easy way is to spend money.
Yeah, because if you buy something for a parent, and this is why I say it's not the same of memory and buying something. If you give something to somebody,
You're not creating a memory.
yeah, they're gonna say, "Oh, what did you
You're not
get?"
gonna remember it.
"Oh, I got a chain."
You're not gonna remember it.
That's all they're gonna say. Or one sentence, "I got a chain." But if you take them out and something, what you did? "Oh man, my son came over here and we had a good time. We were talking. We went out to dinner." Now a whole conversation came out of a memory versus, "Oh, he got me a chain."
Yeah. Right.
That's it. So you don't want
Something that won't last forever.
if you buying something and you figure in your mind it's going to be a one sentence conversation, then that's not a good gift. you want your parents to really talk about it. The way they talk.
Unless you don't like your parents, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If you
There's
don't,
always that option.
then don't get nothing. Save money.
That's what I'd do.
So
I got one of those.
nah, give me my gift and stop being cheap.
You get a gift card, Carmen.
Carmen, I'll give you a gift card. You get a gift card. You get a gift card.
You get a Visa gift card inside of a card.
Right? No, but some
It'll make
people
you
would
laugh.
love that you can go out. Now, if you're like me, like we do for the hell of it days.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
sometimes I just go out.
Mm-hmm.
So if I do the same thing I normally just do, it's not gonna feel like a gift anyway.
Right. It's not gonna feel special.
So you have to do something else to do it, like even laughter or joking around. Or if you go out for the heck of it to your favorite restaurant, you don't want to go to that favorite restaurant for a gift.
Right.
Take it to a different restaurant, you know, or a different place. That's something that you want to do. But Mother's Day and Father's Day should be every single day.
Yeah.
You know, and I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for this one, but mothers.
I mean, some parents are a lot to handle.
Yeah.
I get that. You know, you got that son who's not always there, but is there when you need him, you know, because his mom is a lot. Maybe she got she got bipolar or something, you know.
Yeah, there are some mothers that only a son could love or a daughter can love.
Yes. So he's
Listen.
just barely hanging on with her, so he sees her when he could see her, and
De lejos, from far.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
Right, but yeah, show your parents love no matter what, your
Yeah.
grandparents love no matter what.
Cherish them, especially your grandparents, the older ones, because you don't know.
Well, not only that, I always say, because if you have grandparents alive, I used to always hear, if it wasn't for my mom or my dad, I wouldn't be here. No, it wasn't for your grandparents, you would not be here.
Right.
Because your grandparents made your mother and father, and your mother and father made you. So this is why I say, you know, always bless the ones that are here. Now, if your grandparents ain't here, then you can say the mother and father, because they're not here. But as long as they're here, give them their props. You know, let them know, thank you. Just for the heck of it. Just go one day and tell them, thank you.
I think people just get caught up with living their lives and raising their kids, and you know, time goes by like that.
Not only that, time goes by, but you still have time to thank everybody else. Thanks for the chef for making me this. Thank for this. Thank God. Thank that. But you never thank your grandparents or your mother
Especially if they watch
or
your
your
kids.
parents. Especially my age. You know your grandmother or your mom used to watch the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you had your
That's
kids.
a big thing, you know, because that's saving you money. That's saving you.
So just say thank you.
Oof.
Just say, call them up. Mom, Dad, I'm just calling you just to say hello.
Just to say I love you and thank you for everything.
You don't got to call me back. I'm leaving this on the voicemail.
Bye.
You don't have to call me
I
back.
do it all the time. I was just
That's
thinking
it.
about you. I love you. Bye.
Or hey guys, what are you doing next week? Nothing? All right, I'm going to pick you up. For what? Because some parents will be like, wait, what you want? I don't got no money. You ain't staying here.
Oh, I'm going to be busy.
Be like, no, I just want to take you
I got
out.
a doctor's appointment.
I just want to take you out to say thank you.
Yeah.
And a lot of the parents will be like, wow,
Right.
okay.
You don't want anything you want to give me?
No,
Okay.
listen, that's how it's supposed to be.
They might leave you in the will after that.
Parents take care of you. You take care of parents, and then when
That's
parents
how it
pass
goes.
away, you're going to be taking care of your kids,
Right.
and then your kids take care of you.
Right.
And it's the circle.
That's how it goes.
You know?
That's how it should go.
Well, should, yeah.
Because
Should.
you don't want to be older and having regret about how you didn't do this with your kids and or
Mhm.
parent, you know.
Especially mothers are the nurturers of the parents. So if you've been in and out of jail, you better thank your mother for visiting. Because I know damn real the dad is not visiting. Because the dads are more of the protectors and all that.
Right.
So they're going to be
Yeah,
like,
stay strong.
they the stronger one. Be like, who told you to go in there? I got to go to work.
Oh,
I'm not
now
going
I
to take
see
a work.
I see some more dads supporting, like that guy who shot the cop. He shot a cop because his son got shot by a cop. They weren't even the same person.
So it's trauma.
Oh man.
No, I'm not saying I'm not going to stick to my
they're
kid.
crying mental illness.
I'm
but-
going to stick to my kid no matter what if he's
Yeah.
in jail or not.
Right.
But I'm not going to visit him as much as the mother will because the mother's the nurturer.
Right.
So
You
obviously
don't
the
want to send
mother.
the wrong message.
So that's why when they say, "Oh, my mother did this, my mother did that," if you look at what the fathers do,
Right.
you'll be like, "Oh, snap!" But it's because
Throughout adulthood.
they
Yeah.
two different things. So, your mother's been nurturing you and been showing you how to do it, say thanks. That's it. If you
It's
don't
a
have,
thankless
if you don't
job
have
anyway.
money, just say thank you, mom. That's it. Send her out. Guarantee. Watch this. How many of y'all mothers would love a spa day? They don't really get spa days.
Nail paint.
Was that your hand raising, or you telling us there's 5 more minutes? Oh, hand raising. Because I was like, gosh, she's trying to shut us down early.
Bling, light bulb goes off. Hopefully he got the hint.
Maybe that's why I was trying to do all this, to find out what she wants. You see?
There's a smart one. Take lessons.
You always want to find out what a person wants. You talk to them. Or you say, oh, my God, I can't believe this person wants dinner. And then you look at their face. You know? What? You want a dinner? No, I don't like dinner.
I don't like dinner.
But don't be one of those females that want it but say they don't.
Yeah, just say, this is the time to say what you want.
And then get mad at the mate or son or whoever because they didn't get the gift.
Nobody wants to play games. He asked you what you wanted. Tell him what you want.
Like that video I seen, I was laughing. He said, how to get your girlfriend to pick where they want to eat. She jumps in the car.
No,
and he
you
said,
picked for her.
No, he didn't pick. He said, guess what, honey? She said, what? I said, I got a surprise for you. She said, what? I said, I'm taking you out to eat. Where? You never will guess where. And she said, where? Red Lobster? How did you know? He didn't know. He was making her say. He said, how did you know? Smart. She was all happy. Oh, you know me so well. He said, yes, I do. And then he smiles at the camera. Nice. That's how you get the girl. Because if not, they won't know. They won't know. They tell you, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, so you want pizza? Nah, I don't want that.
You got the menu. You got the app order.
Because I get that in my house, too. What's for dinner? Oh, I don't know. So I say, okay, so let's make this. Nah, I don't want that. What about this? Nah, I don't want that. So then you know what you want.
That's why I always say, what don't you want?
Right?
So I could just narrow it down.
Oh, that's even a long, shorter list.
What's your top number one that you don't want? So we won't even
I don't know. I really don't think. I didn't really think about it.
Nah.
Seriously, you didn't really think about dinner.
This is him talking about himself. That's
Yeah,
definitely not me.
Okay, will be a fly on my wall
Imagine that.
every day. That's the. How was that lady that said in the video? She said, "You get married so you can find out what are you gonna cook for dinner, but nobody knows."
That's true. I mean, it's easier if you just, I don't know, plan it out if you can.
Yeah, but
The saga of dinner.
yeah, but you have a gossip. So let's hit some celebrity gossip for the last remaining minutes here.
That's right. So for those of you who don't know, Diddy is in court. It's about that time. They've selected the jurors.
He was like, take that.
We got an all-female superhero prosecuting team, so they're really trying to nail him. And he's got a team of
the whole DAs and all of them are females?
I think so.
Wow. You're done, Diddy.
Right? This is a mission, right? This is
He done did.
Diddy done did it, and he's done. So this is his team. He's got a whole team, like a sport. And he turned.
For how long? How much?
Right?
He don't have that much money.
All types of ignorant tricks, like denying the video
I think
is real.
I think they're gonna stretch the time because they know he's broke, and the more
I
time,
think it's
the
him
less
making them-
the less lawyers he's gonna have.
Yeah, because there's no way, as a competent lawyer who gets paid whatever, there's no way that I'm just gonna go up with a weak defense like, oh, the video is not the video has been doctored. Like, no, he apologized for it. Next, you know, Cassie Ventura, she's testifying. There's some other celebrities testifying.
Ooh.
You know, and he turned down a deal. So
A deal for what?
jurors saw him turn down a plea deal.
Oh, a plea deal. I thought
Yeah.
he was like a record deal or something.
So he's really, because he's got nothing to lose.
Because he's batting on, I have so much celebrities that I can throw under the
Everybody's
bus that they're
distancing.
going to help me. That's why he's thinking.
They're coming after everybody.
But no one is going to help you, Diddy. So take
Nobody's
that.
safe.
Take that.
Nobody's safe.
Right?
They're trying to save their own asses.
They already saved that. So,
So-
you know.
So they're calling witnesses like, I think they might be calling J-Lo. They might,
Well, they got a find out in case we doing
They're
something.
asking jurors if they know anything about other celebrities, and if they do, they can't pick them because some of these celebrities are in the evidence. It's just so much. I don't see it as him being
So
released.
right now, you just better be saying every breath I take, because you are not going nowhere. But what else you got?
What else I got?
Didn't you were saying something about
Newark Airport.
the Smokey?
Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson.
This is what I want. I've been dying to hear. She didn't want to tell me, guys,
right.
ladies and gentlemen. She
forgot.
kept the secret, talking about I gotta wait for the show. So
Smokey Robinson is being accused of sexual assault by 4 former employees.
woo.
And I don't even think they lived in his house. So this is from 2006 through 2023.
Now I don't know when I hear anything about
Repeated sexual assaults and sexual harassment. They've told him no. They're fear for being deported. They fear for being hurt. They've been bribed. So that's where it stands. And his wife is complicit in some of this. You know, they say that
So
they
they both
were
going
afraid
in?
of her too. I don't think they're both on there because she wasn't there. Did he write?
Yeah, did he writing R. Kelly for advice?
Kanye, all of that, Cameron, all of that.
No, R. Kelly's in the jail talking about, yo, come, let him sit with us, man. Let him sit with us. Listen, guys. Yeah, I know this boy. He's chilling. He's chilling.
They need a club. They need a club.
He's like,
Bad boy.
Imagine they release a record over there at the jail.
They should.
what they gonna be like? Every breath I take, I
Predator.
didn't drop
Predator.
the soul. I was scared of the knife, and I knew I had the rights. They gonna make some song like that and talk about,
Plead no contest.
right? I came out of the closet.
Right? I think they would actually make a good hit. That's what's sad.
You
You got
never know.
Diddy,
Right?
R. Kelly. Because Diddy good.
Yeah, take
bad
that.
boy.
Take that, bad boy. Take that,
And
bad
then
boy.
you got the Pied Piper.
Uh-huh.
Do-do-do-do-do. So
Then R.
that
Kelly
video
took-
would probably be really creepy and sick at the same time. You got little kids going down the
Then
street.
they can add
R. Kelly be
Smokey
like,
Robinson on
R.
the
Kelly
thing.
be like, listen to me. I made a series of videos with one song. So, you know, we can do this, you know. And then I'll call Mr. Big and see if he can drop a little voice in
Then
there.
you get Smokey.
And, oh yeah, my boy. I heard my boy Smokey might be coming over here too. He can be. Oh, whoa. Now, but when you hear celebrities like
It's very
Smoke-
graphic with Smokey, though. That's the one thing I
no,
could
but
say.
with Smokey,
The report.
he a good-looking guy.
He is,
Green
those beautiful eyes.
light skin. He can sing.
His wife is attractive.
He can get any girl he want. And then they say he. This is why sometimes I get confused.
Why? You want to know why?
Like, you can get anyone you want, but
It's always they can get anyone they want, but that's not
And
what
maybe-
they want.
did-
It's not about that. It's about control and power.
it could be. Yeah, I can see
That's
that.
what it's always about.
It's the conquer.
yes.
It's a conquer.
Yes.
I prefer someone that don't really want me than someone that wanted me. I can see that when it
Yeah.
comes to that, but at the same
And I'm
time,
sure those employees who worked in the house and around the house were like, "Why do you want me?"
now,
You know?
Now, guess what? Guess what?
And no one's gonna believe them. Why would anybody believe them?
Did he attempt to pay
when
them?
did they file charges? After they got fired?
No, they left.
They left on their own.
They left
recognizance.
on their own volition.
They left on their own
And
recognizance.
I think they found out about.
That's what I said. They left on their own recognizance.
They found out about one another and then decided to file for.
Now that's a little too much coincidence. You don't even know each other, but one day you were like, hey,
He did this
have
to you
ever
too?
Did this at Smokey?
That's how it happened.
Well, first of all, how you got my number?
One person wants to sue, but the rest of them are like scared. They get the other ones to,
Listen.
you know.
No one should
Strength
have
in
power.
numbers.
No one should have power like that.
There's strength in numbers, right? So
Yes.
There's strength in numbers.
No one should have power over you,
It's really the
Like
only
that.
way to press charges
Especially-
against these predators.
especially sexually. You know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have that much power. But J-Lo, if you want to have power over me in that sense,
Uh-oh.
You know, maybe I'll fight it.
I
No.
don't. She hasn't. I don't know because
be
she
like,
hasn't
no.
had much luck.
I'll be like, no, and take. You know why, right?
How many times has she been married?
You know, see, y'all don't know the story. Let me school you.
Tell her
in.
you from the Bronx. Tell her.
The
Silence! I kill you!
You got that.
the real reason why she haven't got the right one is because
Wait.
she lost the right one,
Which-
and I'm
who-
married.
Who? Oh, okay. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Tragic.
So
Tragic.
she have not found someone like me since.
She let you go,
You know what I'm saying?
or you let her go. I'm guessing.
Well, I had to do it because, you know, celebrity-wise, I was not liking the lights and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
it
You know
was
what I
too
mean?
much
It was too
attention.
much
He's
for
the
me.
one that got away.
he's a
Yeah,
he's a
I'm the
low-key
one that got
Bronxite.
away, and she doesn't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
Listen,
J-Lo.
you don't know. She was from the Bronx. We met. You don't know my story. You know what I'm saying?
You were on the same train all the time. Every day.
That one moment on the 4 train, when we looked at each other, we knew.
That one moment at 125th where we had to transfer.
Yep, that transfer. Yo,
That was the last
It was the
thing.
transfer of
Our
hearts.
eyes met.
Right
Yeah.
there, that you don't know. No, but we're gonna keep up with the story of Smokey, find out what happens. Because some of these stories they push under the rug. You know?
That made me upset.
But Smokey, dang, woo! Cause Smokey reminds me like Lionel Richie's brother.
Your
Like
parents
every time
and-
I see them together, I think.
Yeah.
So when
They're
you said
similar.
Smokey, the
Yeah.
first image came out Lionel Richie, and I was like, oh no,
Oh, don't even.
erase that image. It's
I'd
not
be
Lionel.
really
It's-
upset if Lionel's story came out. Like, come on, Lionel, damn it.
You never know. You never.
All black
know.
men, just come out. Come on.
You never know what the
All the brown men, come on.
power when you get money. See, back in the days, anybody that said they got, I'm sorry to say this, but they got raped or abused or something in the 60s and the 50s.
Nobody believed
No,
them?
because it was called a groupie.
And
You
they
guys
were
were in there
They were
giving it up.
re-victimized. If, God forbid, they did report it. They were re-victimized.
No, because they were going into. You're not gonna go into. Oh, I'm gonna go to Guns N' Roses dressing room
Right.
just to say hello.
Right.
You, with a
No.
little tank. You wasn't going into
No, you
Guns
was
N'
going
Roses.
to go get it.
That's why they were called groupies.
Right.
That's why
They knew what their job was.
anyone from those days were not able to say anything.
Right.
Now, with that said, I'm not saying that some of them didn't go to backstage to get autographs and they got
and say
raped.
no, right.
I'm not saying that didn't
But
happen.
no one would believe somebody.
Right, because a majority
Because
of
of the
them
way
were
they
doing
dressed.
it.
What were you wearing? Were you drinking? Were you using drugs? Did you say no?
Why did you go to their room by yourselves
Right.
with them in
You
the
should have
backstage?
known. It's your fault. Like, why are you blaming the victim? He shouldn't have did it.
Because in those days, 80
He
to
or she.
90% of the females were doing it. Were giving sex to them
Yeah.
because they could say, I slept with Guns N' Roses and all
Right.
of them.
But if she
so
said
then
no,
when that 10%
Yeah.
said no, they said no.
For whatever
Majority
reason.
of the people go there
Right.
and do that.
But
So
you
we're
said
not gonna
yes the
believe
other
you.
time, like a wife, you know. Oh, she can't get raped because she's the wife.
Yeah. Listen, but like that's why when the wives become nuns, you let them go.
That's bad.
Yeah, because they don't give you none in the daytime, they don't give you none in the nighttime. They don't.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, next week I want to speak about: are you supposed to know the locations of your mate
No.
at all times?
No.
And only
You're not
females would
supposed-
answer like that. No, because why? I will tell you why next week.
Stay tuned.
You got to wait for next week. But I'm Charles Aloma,
Lydia Penn.
and thank you for coming and showing some love, and we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. Stay beautiful.